Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back for a little Car Tuesday, reacting to a cartoon on a Tuesday. It is now August. It will be Tuesday, August 4th when this video is out. July is over. I picked a new show to do at least the first season of for Car Tuesday going forward. As you can tell from the title, I elected to go with Ben 10, as it did seem like clearly it was the most support was for this one of the four shows I did. It seems to have the most people interested. Certainly the likes amount on the video was by far the most. So I'm gonna give the people what they want and do Ben 10. Now that being said, last week I did Infinity Train episode 1. I enjoyed that a lot. Personally, it was probably my favorite of the four pilot episodes of a show I watched. It actually got a bit more response than I was thinking it would as well, considering that not many people had recommended it. But since given that I enjoyed that, a lot of people wanted that as well, and they're only 11-minute episodes, I think I'm going to go ahead and start reacting to that. Continue my reactions with that as well. It might be a little more sporadic. I don't know if I'll be doing a new episode of that every week, and it's not going to be on Tuesday. I always do a Monday show on Monday, a Car Tuesday on Tuesday. Maybe I will put those out later on in the week, sort of thing. But so I'm gonna go forward with 2 shows, I think, for now. But Ben 10 on Tuesdays now, and Teen Titans. A lot of people were excited about that as well. So I may still do that eventually. And the first show I did for July, Shira, like I kind of mentioned on my last video, was annoying to me that it got blocked right away. So that was a strike against it. But I thought that pilot episode was pretty interesting too. So it's all still on the table, but as of right now, moving forward with Ben 10 on Car Tuesdays. Also, this was, I'll have to admit, the first episode of this was maybe my least favorite of the 4 pilot episodes I did. There were still some definitely intriguing things about it, and I'm excited to see where it goes. But, the humor in the first episode, some of it was a little hit and miss for me. And the villain they kind of set up was a little generic seeming so far. We'll see where it goes. The Ben and his cousin thing, now I'm struggling to remember what his cousin's name is, but I thought that was an interesting thing, how they're kind of set up as rivals or whatever. It's usually not like a cousin rivalry or something. It's kind of interesting. And then they're on this road trip with their grandfather, so I'm thinking these are, at least so far, the 3 main characters. Plus the villain, the antagonist, who's an alien. And the name is Ben 10, I guess, because with this device he has the Own Matrix, I believe it is. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. I'm sure they'll say it a bunch more times here. The villain's gonna be like, I need my Own Matrix. That can change him, or I guess whoever is wearing it, presumably, into 10 different aliens, so that's why it's Ben 10. I think in the pilot there we met 3 or 4 of them. I mostly remember the fire. Yeah, I think there was 4, because there was like a skater guy at the end that was kind of a coda to the episode. The first one was this fire guy. They all have different voices when he's in them too, so that part's intriguing as well. That could definitely mix things up a bit. Now, I think the second alien we saw from him didn't talk because it was more feral seeming. And the third one we saw was like a diamond head point thing. So yeah, people did tell me in the comments that it will get, the storyline definitely builds up and everything. People are convinced that I'm gonna like it, I think, so hope I do. And let's continue with episode 2 right now, which is called Washington, D.C. Or no, I'm sorry, it's called Washington, B.C. Okay. I'm not sure what that's about. A play off Washington, D.C.? Maybe? Is that where they're heading to next on their road trip? It could be. I don't think they said what any destination. It seemed like it's like a camping type of road trip, which you wouldn't think Washington is D.C., but again, it says B.C., so I don't know. Let's go ahead and find out. We'll see if we meet some more of these different aliens as well. Oh, seems bad.
I'm here to help.
Did he cause all this fire? Or no, I guess what they did in the first episode of the forest fire is they used other fire to put it out. Is that what's going on?
On second thought, that way. I'm sure you all want to thank me personally, but really it's all in a day's work for... No way! A gold sumo slammer card!
Don't touch it.
The bad guys are getting away!
So are they already in like full crime fighting mode? What's going on here?
He's got superpowers, he's no ordinary
Oh, that's right. The theme song it says everything that's going on. Gives the origin story. I guess they're showing all the different ones here. That's like a ghost one. 10.
Covers when I had the chance.
Sorry, Grandpa, I can't help it. I'm odd.
Oh, also, I think someone might have commented that he has
Superheroes on that stupid watch and you picked the
10
one with the
minutes in
flaming
each one before he reverts back.
Jealous.
There's some time for him, someone told me. Maybe I'm thinking 10 just because of the title, but...
You right? Ah! Hands against the wall. You punks picked the wrong day to beat me.
Uh-oh. Well, they picked the right time to escape, probably.
Wow, time sure flies when you're having fun. They're all yours, officers.
Oh, it worked out anyway.
Alright, son, this isn't playtime.
Playtime.
Usually heroes don't want their alter ego to be known, or the real identity to be known, that is.
How did you get in? Your rent is 6 months past due. All my
Is
funds.
this guy an alien?
You're disturbing me. Interesting choice of phrases. You must be an animal lover.
Green, interesting money euphemism considering this guy's skin color.
This is my transmodulator. Phase number 1. It's like you have a frog in your throat. Or is that the other way around?
Oh, so it didn't actually eat him.
All I need is a few lousy components to finish my work.
So whatever your needs, from hairspray to state-of-the-art electronics, you'll find them under one roof at the grand opening of the district's newest Mega Mart.
Sumo slammer cards, cool.
I thought this store prided itself on wide selection.
Alright, in the first episode, Grandpa was trying to feed them some
You know, one that doesn't involve stir-fried tentacles.
eccentric food.
Gotcha. What are you doing?
Looking for the gold sumo slammer
Oh,
card.
so one of them's just a tiny little guy.
What do you think you are doing, young lady?
It wasn't me. It was my doofus cousin.
Well, we would have only had to buy the one that I found the gold sumo slammer card in if Gwen hadn't butted in with her big butt.
Right, Gwen is her name.
Now, I can appreciate how much this card means to you, but don't you think you're getting a little obsessed?
I mean, it's not like I rescued a bunch of people from a burning building or anything like that.
Superhero guilt.
Someday you'll be all mine. Whoa.
Guess they could probably ditch the cereal now and blame this guy.
Don't be a hero, kid. Just run along and play.
You are so lucky I can't go hero.
But he wasn't in a form just now, so why was the thing?
We got a grab and dash in electronics. Male, 5'6", riding on a giant frog or toad. Trust me, you can't miss him.
They're still pretty calm about that. That's pretty scary looking.
Nothing can stop me from getting what I deserve. Today, I will make history. Or should I say, prehistory?
That's a freaky looking hamster. Jeez. So I guess there's time in between. When he gets out of one, he still has to wait a while to get into another.
I don't need to go hero to stop an overgrown furball.
Raise the scooter away.
fucking giant hamsters can mess with Ben Tennyson.
I will turn Washington, D.C. into Washington, B.C.
And title the episode. That was a cool shot right there.
You saved the store.
Did he really save it? A lot of stuff got destroyed.
I was finally gonna score the gold sumo slammer card.
No time for that now, Ben. We have a giant parrot to follow. Just like the good old days before I retired.
So, exactly what kind of plumber were you, Grandpa?
Yeah, a darn good one.
That seems suspicious.
Being a hero isn't about others knowing you did something good. It's about you knowing you did something good.
Were you reading the greeting cards at the Mega Mart?
Well, yes.
But it turned out he was doing all these twisted genetic experiments where he was mutating animals. And when he didn't win some big prize called the Verities Award, he flipped out.
Looks like he's been doing experiments on himself.
We've lost him. He could be going anywhere in Washington, D.C.
Or Washington, B.C.
Something tells me we're on the right track. Good thinking, Ben.
What's with that big human-looking skeleton? Is that just a optical illusion?
You are very persistent. I hate persistent. See, I only needed a few components to push my work into phase 2. The reanimation of dormant cell. Observe! Behold the genius that is Dr. Animo!
You guys get Animal. I'll take care of Jumbo.
Which one is he gonna use? I guess you can control which one. He figured that out because he had the right one for a serial diving.
Let's wrestle.
Ben's not the only one with skills.
No, weren't dinosaurs really more like birds that should have feathers? We didn't see this guy in the first episode. Must be pretty strong.
And I need to claim the award I so richly deserve.
This scene's giving me Batman and Robin vibes. The movie, Mr. Freeze. Uh-oh. Now, was that one a time frame, a time limit thing? How he went back to himself, or was it because of that
Spend a summer with your
major
grandpa,
impact?
honey. It'll be an adventure.
Well, it is, isn't it? Gwen.
I do love my work.
It's gonna destroy the Washington Monument.
My mom said only use it in an emergency. I guess this qualifies?
Dr. Kelly accepts Verity's award. He's gonna finally pick up his award.
We're coming. Oh no.
That was an expensive phone in 2005. Another one we haven't seen yet, it looks like.
Huh? Wait, thanks for the save.
What fly did you say?
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Spew on me, and you better learn to fly.
Did you just walk up all the steps? Yes, sir.
Cracker breath.
Why is it going after her anyway?
We're all right.
Speak for yourself.
And here is my Verities Award. Of course, it was an honor just to be nominated with a distinguished group of scientists.
I believe you have something of mine. I'd like to thank the committee
Even try to kiss up to me now.
I've got it coming to me! I want it!
That sounds kind of familiar. Plus, I guess saving the city from Dr. Wacko is its own reward.
Don't forget you saved me too.
Well, that's what we heroes do best. Rescue dweebs.
You are such a major doofus.
Alright. Okay, so episode 2, Washington, B.C. Not bad, not bad. I liked it more than the first one. They did kind of just go right into like the hero there. He's already just doing hero stuff. I don't know how much of it's a coincidence. They're just driving by, and because like I said, they didn't set up that they were going to DC or anything. They just are on a road trip. Did they just happen to go by a burning building or what? But I don't mind that either necessarily. They don't need so much setup. Like you can show and don't tell sort of thing. That's how we can see more of the different aliens here. So we saw 4 of them in the first episode. I think 3 this time. There's a little one, obviously, that was in the store. Then he turned into one that was fighting the Mastodon, which was a big red one that had 4 arms. It seemed to have like super strength, I guess. I couldn't tell what else he really had. Then the flying kind of bug one at the end there. So it does seem like he is completely aware of everything inside each one, even though it's a different voice and stuff. He's still just himself, it seems like. And I don't know, I guess he's been practicing with them. We can assume that between episode 1 and 2, and then Gwen's seen him do it as well. Like it seems like, so yeah, Ben and Gwen is a little silly, especially since they're cousins, not direct siblings. Like just both their parents, you know, their parents are siblings, I guess. 2 of them, they are both like copying each other. I don't know who was born first, but or like all kids in this family named with like Ren, I don't even know other N rhyming names. Lenjamin. And then the grandpa, it seems like, you know, there's something. He likes the action and saving people. Gwen said something like, what kind of plumber were you? And he didn't seem like he really was a plumber. I think that's what they're insinuating. So I don't know, is there going to be some backstory of him really being like a secret agent or something? And then even like Gwen and Ben both are, even when Ben wasn't using the aliens, and then Gwen doesn't have any powers, but like they're both pretty efficient at fighting things. So this runs in the family maybe. Yeah, so we'll have to see. I assume it's just going to follow this pattern a little bit for now. They're going to a new place, saving the day there. Well, they saved the day kind of here. I mean, they caused a ton of property damage. I know a lot of it was from Dr. Animo or whatever. I mean, it's a very Batman-ish kind of villain, I guess, as well. I was saying, cause, like, it's like the movie Batman and Robin with Mr. Freeze, because they're, like, in the Natural History Museum or whatever, but he was a pretty cartoony villain. But I guess I liked that a little better than the one from the first episode, which I assumed he was going to come back. I mean, I think he still will, because that alien guy's after the Omnimatrix. But we didn't see him this time. Yeah, and there's some cool, some good animation in this one. I really like that one shot. I think it was like Animo flying out of the store with the glass ceiling like that. And then those not aliens, but those animal creatures he was creating some were a little freaky. Some of the hamster especially, and they all had their red eyes and everything. Yeah, you know, some of the humor, I laughed a couple times this time, but it's I don't know, like most of Ben's one-liner, you know, quippy one-liners are falling flat for me so far. But
what kind of pet food are they selling around here?
I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think that should do it for this Drewz Viewz Ben 10 Car Tuesday. Join me back next time for episode 3. Also, like I said at the beginning, I should have some more Infinity Train reactions coming along as well, so look out for that if you like that show as well. Do keep, you know, liking and commenting on these. So get some conversation going amongst yourselves even. I like when people do that. That's cool to me. And then join me back next time. But until then, I'm going to be up out of here. Peace.
Well, now that you mention it,